that's Lucas. We're on a quest for new adventures and great food. Come along with us as we explore our incredible world.
You're probably already familiar with LA's most famous attractions, and if you're not, check out this video we made.
But if you take the time to dig a little deeper, you can find some hidden gems spread throughout this city of nearly 4 million people.
So let's do stuff.
We're here in Venice for a very creative hidden gem. This is the Mosaic Tile House, and Sherry and Gonzalo started building this back in 1994. Started with a small project in the kitchen, and they had so much fun that they decided to do the entire house. It mostly functions as an artist studio, so let's go check it out. This quirky 1940s home has been embellished with everything from a dragon to a giant fortune cookie, a caterpillar, a panda bear, undulating arches, a fountain, and so much more. While the project incorporates many used, recycled, and gifted materials, the majority of these tiles are made by Sherry before being smashed up and laid by Gonzalo. Tours are available by appointment only.
All right, what do you think?
This is so much cooler than I thought it was going to be. It is huge scale. They've covered the entire house, the fences, the ground, the walls, everything.
Every single thing, yeah.
All the fences are handmade. There's forks and spoons and mugs and ceramic figurines and mirrors and everything else.
It's pretty overwhelming. I'd looked at pictures, I'd read a little bit, but I did not expect the scale. It's a lot bigger than I thought it'd be, and yeah. You can tell they've been working on it for what, 29 years?
Yep, 29 years.
Yeah, so very impressive. Worth the $20.
Really cool.
Go check it out.
Our next hidden gem towers almost 100 feet over the streets of Watts. Beginning as a home in 1921, it was hand-constructed over 33 years by Simon Rodilla. It's now known as the Watts Towers. The wedge-shaped site houses 17 integrated metal and concrete towers covered in mosaic panels, found objects, and artifacts. It's currently closed for restoration for 10 years, but you can see a lot from the street. Simon Rodilla immigrated to the United States from Italy around the turn of the century as a cement worker and tile setter. He began his towers in 1921, working by himself on evenings, weekends, and holidays. Without any apparent reason, Rodilla left Watts forever in 1954, never to see the towers again. In 1957, an order was issued to demolish the towers, but they were saved by Nicholas King and William Cartwright's Committee for Simon Rodilla's Towers in Watts. Since 1963, it's been designated as a historic cultural monument by the City of Los Angeles, was placed on the National Register of Historic Places, designated a state historic park, and was accorded National Historic Landmark status. On Coldwater Canyon, between Burbank Boulevard and Oxnard Street, is a history of Los Angeles in a very unlikely place. Started in 1978, the Great Wall of Los Angeles was commissioned by the Army Corps of Engineers to transform the Tujunga Wash Channel. Muralist Judith Baca, along with over 400 community youth, worked until 1984 to complete it. "13 feet high and over 275 feet, or 6 city blocks long, it's one of the longest murals in the world." The panels show a history of Los Angeles from prehistory through the 1960s. The mural style is rooted in the 1930s and the Mexican muralists who painted for the WPA in bold colors and influenced by the art of Mesoamerica. It's not often that we get to visit a location that's a national landmark, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, or a Los Angeles Historic Landmark, but this location off Hollywood Boulevard is all three. At the crest of Olive Hill sits an 11-acre property with an art gallery, theater, art center, and a historic home. Not to mention a garden and a lawn for community use. Barnsdall Art Park was donated to the city of Los Angeles in 1927 by Aileen Barnsdall, an oil heiress. The park centers around Hollyhock House, which just happens to be Frank Lloyd Wright's first project in Los Angeles. Built between 1919 and 1921, Hollyhock House is inspired by Aileen Barnsdall's favorite flower in a Mayan revival style. The home surrounds an open courtyard with a round pool and a moat. The way the design seamlessly combines indoor and outdoor spaces heavily influenced local architecture. Hollyhock House is Los Angeles' only UNESCO World Heritage Site. In the heart of Hollywood, there's a tropical oasis.
Hidden in plain sight, in historic Griffith Park lies a shady winding trail with more than 50 species of tropical plants and a small creek with frogs, turtles, and crawdads.
Let's check it out. Welcome to Fern Dell. This half-mile walk starts near Los Feliz Boulevard and the Griffith Park sign. A natural spring feeds the stream, and most of the greenery here was planted in 1914. The Civilian Conservation Corps built the trails and bridges in the 1930s. A major refurbishment started in 2015, and projects continue today. For our last hidden gem, we're here in Griffith Park for a little peek at Old LA history. Back in 1912, the Old LA Zoo opened with limited funds from the city and about 15 animals. It grew and struggled through the 1920s. In the 1930s, the WPA came in, did a full remodel, and spent a whole bunch of money. But by the 1960s, it became apparent that the conditions here were not great for the animals. So, the new LA Zoo opened in 1966, just 2 miles away, also here in Griffith Park. After the zoo was empty, the city opened it up to the public. They took off all the bars from the enclosures, or most of them anyway. They left the remaining structures as a relic and put in picnic tables and grills so that residents can enjoy. It's kind of a neat little look into what LA used to look like.
Walking around here is definitely a step back into the past.
Yeah, it's a little bit spooky, huh?
A little bit, and I would think at night, if you were to come get behind these bars and start going inside some of these enclosures, yeah, spooky would definitely probably be the word.
There are even some candles lit inside of one of them.
Yeah, not really sure what's up with that, but kind of interesting. But what a unique step back into old LA.
Well, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I can't believe we've lived less than an hour away for so long and we're just getting around to checking out these spots.
Pretty cool. What did you guys think? Tell us down in the comments. What was your favorite stop?
And did we miss any hidden gems that you know of? Let us know.
If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up down below.
And if you haven't already, we'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out a ton.
Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next one.